Adam here with Walser, Coon Rapids, Nissan, and today we're going to check out the all-new 2023 Nissan Armada. So what I'd like to do is show you around the interior, but we'll start here on the exterior of the vehicle. Okay, so this Armada is going to be the SL trim, and it's also the Midnight Edition. So you get some of this cool black accents around the vehicle, as well as some really neat stuff that we'll touch on when we're inside. Now, as far as the engine is concerned, this does have the 5.6-liter Endurance V8. So that's going to give you about 400 horsepower, and there's a couple boats I see behind us today here, and you can actually tow 8,500 pounds with this Armada, which is great. It's a body-on-frame design, so it's going to be a good off-roader. It's going to be great and comfortable while you're on the road, and it's going to have plenty of power whether you're towing or just for your day-to-day driving. Now again, like I mentioned, that Midnight, you get the black caps here, you get some other cool black accents up front, and you've got the black roof rails. It all together makes a really great package. And this does have the running boards, so the kids, if you're a little older, have a little trouble jumping up into the vehicle, it definitely makes it easier for everyone to jump in and that ease of access. Now, speaking of ease of access, you have your keyless entry here. So on your key fob, you don't take it when it's cold like today out of your pocket or out of your purse. You simply click the button and you can hop in the vehicle and you're ready to go. Now, this one also is equipped with a remote start. So for those Minnesota winters, you can fire it up like we did today, have it nice and toasty when you get in, and you'll be good to go. So on the SL trim, you do have a power liftgate. So one press here, step out of the way, and that's gonna pop open for you. Now there's a few interior options that we'll cover here, but all of them are gonna have that third row. Now, if you're not hauling people around, you can kick those down and you do get a ton of cargo space in here. The Armada is the largest vehicle in the Nissan lineup, and it makes a great option if you're hauling people, hauling stuff, going to the cabin for the weekend. You can load this thing up, tow everything behind you, and have a ton of great usability. So let's hop inside, we'll take a closer look in there. So now inside the Armada, there's about 5 different trim levels in the lineup, and I think the SL is kind of the sweet spot. Like I mentioned, that Midnight, you've got all your black accents and trims, and you've got some pretty cool black floor mats for the Midnight Edition, but overall, it's extremely comfortable in here. Like I said, the heated seats are so nice in the winter time. You can also add the ventilated seats as you move up the trim levels. Heated second row is going to be an option as well, and there's so much equipment in here, you could go on for hours and hours about all that technology, but we'll try to kind of brush over the top. Wireless Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto is going to be great on this infotainment screen. You've got the sunroof in here. Everything really opens up, and it is a large vehicle, and it does drive like a large vehicle, but it's comfortable. Everything in here is so nice, like I mentioned. The soft touch on the leather, you can do a heated steering wheel in here, and then now, like we mentioned before, the ride and drive of all the stuff, you do have a few different drive modes that you can go through. You have a snow mode, a tow haul mode, and you are gonna have 4-wheel drive on this particular one. So when it gets a little hairy out there and that snowstorm comes, you can click that in when you're in 4 high, and it's gonna try and give you the best possible traction when you're on the road. So, onto our main screen again here, like I mentioned, the CarPlay, Android Auto, but you've also got built-in maps, you've got all your radio stuff, everything can be controlled right here through the steering wheel. Now, a few other things are going to be some of your safety features. Things like blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning. You've got so much stuff in here to keep you safe when you're on the road that all these new vehicles today are going to be very safe, but Nissan almost goes above and beyond. They have their Pro Pilot Assist, which we do have an entirely different video on all the cool stuff it can do, so we'll link that for you. But you do have that confidence when you're on the road that you, and if your family's in the vehicle, you are going to be safe. But what I'd like to do is hop in the second row and we'll check that out. Okay, so now in the second row, you do have a couple options for the Armada lineup. This one is going to be the captain's chairs, or else you can do the bench, and you can put 3, 3, and 2, or you can just do the 2 like this one is, and I really like this configuration. You have your cup holders here. You also have the storage compartment, whether it's for their gaming devices or laptops or anything you might need, you can put that and hide it away over there. And you also are going to have plugs down below, so you've got your USB as well as your standard household plug. You're going to have a tri-zone climate control depending on which level of the Armada you get. One of the other things that's kind of unique is that you can open the armrest from the backside, which is kind of cool if you're trying to dig something out. You don't have to bother your mom or dad maybe driving to open it up to get your stuff out of there. I'm 6'1". I fit in here very comfortably. This is where I was driving the car. It's not movie magic, we didn't move this. This is where I was sitting comfortably. The third row does also have a lot of room, which is very great when comparing this to other vehicles that are third rows. Tons of space, great usability, and with Walser, you're gonna get a 10-year, 150,000 mile powertrain warranty to keep you on the road for many years to come. So I think the Nissan Armada is definitely one you gotta check out. Thanks for watching our overview on the all-new Nissan Armada. Now, if you'd like more information, to schedule a test drive, or to see one in person, you can stop by Walser Coon Rapids Nissan, visit us online, give us a call, and we'd be happy to see you. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon.